This week's Design and Build collates a whole host of interests, strategies, topics of thought and debate that I've been circling for a long time. Handmade gift giving, Polaroid photography, portraiture, and the potentially heightened power and importance of human-made objects in a world increasingly influenced by virtual experience and machine-made or augmented things. We're hitting the road to build this, and it's for two people, one of whom is a content creator, influencer, giant. So the context for this is also a handmade gift of analog objects for a human with 4.5 million virtual followers. It's a weird world we now occupy. Let's go make a gift for it. The foundational idea for this is a book of Polaroid portraits of guests at a wedding. Final form of which to be discovered as we go. I'll be using my newly acquired SX70. It has been modified to shoot 600 film. I rounded up some blank books, which I'm not in love with, but we'll find a way to make it work. One challenge is that Polaroids are fairly thick. Can't just fill a blank book with Polaroids without making space for them. So I'm going to try removing a couple pages from each, I think they're called blocks, the sections of pages, blocks. And that might begin to compensate for the thickness of the Polaroids. I also need to be ready to mount these Polaroids into the book, and I can think of some effective adhesives to use, none of which I have. I'm going to test a little bit of white glue. Might not work at all. Then there's not much left to do beyond packing everything up. This will all be done on location. I wish I had time to make a proper protective case for camera and gear, but short of that, Cinodrome t-shirts can serve double duty. Off we go. Your chair. This will be Civil War-ish. You don't have to worry about smiling or not smiling. Keep your body pointed that way and turn your head to me. Good morning. Plan A for the design of this gift goes well, but has failed on a significant front. I was perfectly aware that Polaroids are thick. Last night's work, and I hope to do 3 times as many today, is a stack of Polaroids that all alone is thicker than one of these books. Disappointing, but I actually love this sort of thing. I now have no idea what the form of this gift will be, and that can lead to some compelling outcomes. Considering the number of portraits I want to take, the only book form factor that would work would be essentially a big binder. Big is a deal breaker for me. Gifts are best small. Is there an effective way to look at Polaroids as loose objects? I don't know. And we're back. Because of the magic instant nature of Polaroids, the magic of this gift was going to be that I was going to finish it on site and present it in person. No such luck. I still need to figure out the final form of this object. So I'll tackle it here at home base and mail it. I spent a good long while pondering a design for loose Polaroid viewing. Something like 2 tall boxes with open fronts, from which you could lift a Polaroid from one, deposit it in the other, and move back and forth. I'd like to try it someday, but not today, because I think that if I mount these Polaroids in this book like so, and I'm ruthless with editing the pile down to just the Polaroids whose qualities I love, sound practice with photography in general, then I will have a concise, compact, button-down little package of images as a gift. Then I have to do something with the exterior of this book to make it more unique, targeted, special, for lack of better word. Another critical aspect of gift giving. Maybe, no, maybe, no, maybe, yes, no, yes, maybe, yes, no, yes, maybe, yes. Even more pages, out. A few more pages, out. And now I either edit down my selections more or do 2 books. Or combine 2 books. Combine 2 books? Combine 2 books. Maybe I combine 2 books. Okay, quietly, no one's up while that glue sets, join me over here at the Cinodrome, where I humbly suggest you get out there and support other little humans making things with their little human hands. Make something with Dave Picciuto. He's been creating wonderful things and making wonderful videos for 12 years. And he puts a real emphasis on strategy and process, maybe even more than I do. And what fascinates me about Dave is that we have a lot in common. We tackle similar projects, but the outcomes are wildly different. Our sensibilities take us in different directions. And while it might seem obvious to say that different humans are going to create different things because of unique sensibilities, whenever I sit and really think about that dynamic, it's a rabbit hole that really fills me with wonder for the human endeavor. He and I should probably try making the same thing someday and see what happens. In the meantime, please get out there and show him some support. I humbly thank you. All right, Muppet Labs has moved into the kitchen because I am going to try to make a cover for this book using emulsion lifts from rejected Polaroids. 9. Okay, boil water, tray, Polaroids to work with, scissor. Cut the edges off, peeling apart the Polaroid. Ow, hot. So I attended not one wedding, but 2 weddings over the last 2 weekends. The first one was in Marrakesh, and I shot a lot of photography at that wedding, all digital. I edited a package of images together and sent them to the bride and groom. I fully expect that package of images to be absorbed into a massive digital library and rarely seen. In contrast, my hopes for this gift and this package of images is that, with luck, the object will be absorbed into the giftee's life and experienced on occasion. Where I ran into trouble floating multiple emulsions onto a single piece of paper, when you put the paper back into the wash, the emulsions you've already placed lift up. Through a few rounds of experimentation, I've discovered that I can float these emulsions onto parchment paper, dry that emulsion on the parchment paper with a heat gun. It gets crispy, floats off the parchment paper, and then I can glue it onto my cover. If I do this again, I'll probably never do this again, but if I do this again, I'll be more intentional with the layout. This is a bit high school collage for my taste, but I'll add a binding strip with a label, and I think I'll add a little graphic builder stamp to the covers with a little bit of overspray, and a color wash might unify this by a degree or 2. High time to put some Polaroids in this book. My first plan was to simply put Polaroids in a book, but I didn't love the book and it wasn't big enough, and here we are, back to where I thought I would start. I've made some handy guides to place Polaroids as a single and a double on a page. I have some spray adhesive, white glue, didn't do a thing. Here we go. I believe all that's left is inscribing this gift, admiring it, packing it up, and shipping it. I simply put the dates on the spine. That looks like it's gonna hold. Yeah, that looks good. Inscription. Now, because this book ended up having 2 different sides, I laid out the Polaroids so that you look at half of them from this direction, half of them from this direction. This side begins with the bride, Nadia, who has 6 million followers. I misquoted her numbers earlier. And she's part of a media creator gang with her sisters, Amaya and Isa. June 19, 20, and 21, Dave Fogler. The other side of the book begins with my magnificent nephew, who doesn't present himself to the world online, so we'll leave him out of this. But I suppose I write the same exact inscription over here. I do believe it's done. Cinodrome t-shirts, serving double packing duty again. Gift on the way. Didn't forget you, Chalkboard of Fame, but it was close. Thank you, members, and links to YouTube and Patreon memberships in the linky place below.